welcome back to Socially Served. We're live and, of course, not broadcasting from our studio yet, just with the pandemic. But we're here and we're joining by Chris and Sherry and Taylor. We were previously speaking to Metroland, Roger and Chris, and they were talking to us about their involvement in the Skills Advanced Ontario program that we developed in conjunction with Mohawk College and the Disability Channel. And now we would like to talk to the participants who have been involved in this program and been interns at Metroland. And I just want to get their feedback in terms of how everything's been going. And also, we're going to be speaking to Sherry, who will also be touching upon her role in the program as a digital mentor, which is really important and another important piece of this program. And of course, the Skills Advanced Ontario program, digital media, accessible media program is sponsored by Employment Ontario and the Ministry of Training, Labor and Skills Development. Without their help, this would not be possible. And this program is amazing because it provides a lot of work experience, experiential work experience at the channel. There's lecture series with Mohawk College where they provide everything in terms of accessible media, accessible documents. And now we've have our graduates working at Metroland in an internship, a paid internship with them. And I wanted to get their feedback on what they've experienced so far. So either Chris or Taylor, you can tell me a little bit of what you're doing there at Metroland.
Hi, Frank. So right now I'm actually doing like social media stuff for them. We're doing like creating posts and everything and all that stuff. Chris, is there anything you want to add to, or?
No, I was just gonna say the exact same. Working in social media, creating posts, finding places for them, things to share, and things to kind of grow their audience, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
They kind of build and engage their audience, because I guess now, like initially, you would have been involved in their newsroom, you would have been involved in their hub, right? Mm-hmm. And it's kind of interesting that this position is a remote position, but it works well. I mean, they set you up with, the computers, a different login that you can access, and you're working remotely. And I guess things will definitely eventually change when things start to open, businesses start to open. But yeah, you've both been creating a lot of engagement in the community for the publication, because they serve the region of Brampton, Peel, region of Peel, I guess.
Yeah, Peel, Mississauga, Caledon, Brampton, that kind of area there.
Yeah, so that's a big, huge catchment area. So it's really important that they still engage their audience through the publication, through the online public. I guess it's an online publication bit, right?
The exciting part, what you like about that. So yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of doing the social media and your first day starting, how did that all go? Like, you're getting set up there, you're actually connected with Chris, I guess, who is one of your supervisors. And Rod, how did that first day go?
I thought the first day went actually pretty easy. It was easygoing, laid back. That's what I liked about Roger and Chris. They were very understanding and flexible. So I thought the pace was pretty good, especially when you're first starting off. You don't want to be overwhelmed. So they were really good with that. They had really good tasks for us to do, for the beginning. Is there anything that you want to add, Chris?
No, it's the same, very easygoing, very laid back. Roger and Chris, they're very if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. If there's anything you're confused on, please ask questions. And it was a very smooth and easygoing experience to start off with.
Well, that's great to hear. And so a very important part of the onboarding experience, and we're going to talk to Sherry now, who is your digital mentor, your digital coach. And Sherry comes on board to work as a point person between the employer and to work as a point person with both of you, because you may have questions at certain points and the employer may have some questions. And so rather than them trying to go, well, who do I go to answer these things? You are assigned a digital mentor, and Sherry has a lot of experience in the digital media field, and she's worked with both of you prior to onboarding with Metroland. And it's a really important aspect of the program, because I think having that person there to kind of provide you with advice or guidance or help you with onboarding, because it's all remote. So it's a whole new type of way to work, right? So having somebody to help you with that is really, really important. We're finding it be really, really successful, and employers really like it too. So Sherry, I'd like to introduce you to our viewers as the digital media coach, our digital media mentor for the Accessibility Media Program. So welcome to the show. And can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, thanks, Frank. Sure. Basically, coaching is the final piece of the collaboration that is the entire program. So, going from the training to the workshops on job searching and resumes and everything leading up to the employment piece, and then the coaching kicks in as a resource for both Taylor and Chris to know that I'm there checking in with them on a regular basis. Having the sessions together one-on-one is a really great way for us to bond and build our relationship even further. So we have a comfort level.
So Taylor, why don't you tell me a little bit about your experiences with the digital mentor? Have you found it valuable?
Very, yeah. What do you mean by the mentor thing? Like with
Well, Sherry is your digital mentor or coach. Have you been finding that experience working with Sherry through the program very valuable?
I really do, because with her and I, we get along so good and everything. So I find that we have that connection with the industry that I'm into, because she was telling me from before that she worked for different magazines and all that stuff. So in that entertainment industry, so she knows a lot about that. So I found that we kind of click that way. So with her mentoring has really helped me a lot, because we talk about all the stuff that I can work that relates to that. So I found it a really good experience.
Oh, that's great to hear. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, so I'm working with Sean.
Oh, okay.
Is my mentor, and it's been going really well. We had a meeting, like our first meeting was just getting to know each other and kind of get the flow and cover back and forth, and it was going really well. And I meet up with him every couple of weeks and just tell him how things have been going, and it's been really, really good, really awesome.
Well, that's great. So having that person that you can kind of speak to and provide, sort of get some information from or advice in terms of how you're working in this particular position, it's always helpful, I'm sure.
Yeah, especially if there's something that you're not sure about, but you're kind of you're not sure how to talk to your boss about it, or you can kind of talk to your mentor and kind of go over it with them first, kind of make sure you kind of get on that equal playing field there.
Yeah, it's interesting you bring that point up, because that is a really important part of being a mentor, providing you with that sort of advice, a sounding board. Sometimes you just don't know how to approach situations, and having a second opinion, somebody who's been in the industry or that you can relate to, they had a comfort level with to confide in, that's really good. And same thing goes with the employer too. I think they've been finding it really helpful. So, I know through feedback that both Chris and Roger from Metroland are really pleased with you guys and what you're doing for them. They know you're very enthusiastic about your role. You contribute really well. And having Sherry on board as your mentor as well, I think that really helps the process. So really happy and pleased about that. So is there anything you'd like to talk to or say anything to our viewers before we go and end this interview that may be watching this program?
I want to say thank you for taking your time and watching this. I'm glad that you guys are learning better experiences now.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna reiterate that. Yeah.
I think I'll just say that job searching is not an easy thing to negotiate for anyone, and because of COVID, it was even more important to bridge that gap, to bring awareness to employers as well. Disabled employees are still underrepresented in the overall workforce.
Sure, that's really valuable information for our viewers, and you're right on in terms of inclusion in the workplace. It's very good information that you're providing and sharing with us. And I want to thank everyone today for joining us on Socially Served. It's really important. and we've provided some great experiences to share with our audiences, and I thank you very much for that. And so those that are interested in our next cohort, we have a new cohort starting up in August, and if you're willing to enroll into the Accessible Digital Media program, you can contact me at Frank, Frank, at owlware, OWLWARE.com. And you can contact Jay at thedisabilitychannel.ca through Socially Served. And I want to thank you all again very much, and thank our employers who joined us earlier today with the interview from Metroland. So again, thanks for joining us, and thank you for watching Socially Served. We'll see you next time.